Hello YouTube, my name's Dane Lemaitre. Welcome to another review. Obviously I've done reviews on the other Fireman Sam toys, and today we have Neptune, which is the lifeboat. Neptune's definitely the smallest. First thing I will say with the packaging is obviously there's a lot of plastic there, and I mean people going about global warming and saving the environment, and there is a lot of packaging there. Like I said, so definitely recycle it. Obviously, if you do take out the box, like I said, I'm not taking any of mine out of the box. So yeah, we have Neptune, the lifeboat. Again, on the front of the box, it has the metal logo there, like Wallaby One did. Jupiter and Venus don't have that for some reason. It also shows Sam and Penny in their lifeboat uniforms there. Penny drives it mainly, but Sam's driven it occasionally. We've never seen Elvis drive it. I think that it'd be good if Elvis did drive it. So, I mean, I've always driven some of the other vehicles, so it'd be good if he did. Neptune's obviously the lifeboat. I've always found it strange how Sam's obviously a fireman, does lifeboat duties. But because I mean, surely that's not. I mean, Sam's obviously supposed to be example to kids and that. I mean, are they going to call the fire brigade if someone's lost out at sea? If they see Fireman Sam, because it's, they should say obviously ring the Coast Guard sort of thing. If you get what I mean. Anyway, so we have Neptune, and for once, all the colours seem correct. There's nothing to really fault. It's stage 3 plus in the box, and none of the parts actually look that fragile. So I don't think anything's missing on Neptune. So a very good model overall. Again, if you turn over, shows you all the other ones you can get. Like I said, Mercury, the quad bike's also made in this range, but not advertised on the back for some reason. Also, when I was in Osborne's, they didn't appear to have Mercury. All they had was these ones, and again, it was $6.99, a lot cheaper than any other price I'd seen on the internet. A nice model. Like I said, there is some other rescue boats in Fireman Sam. There's Juno, which is a jet ski. I've had the chance to go on a jet ski when I was on holiday in Bulgaria last month. As you can see me there driving, my dad sitting on the back. Yeah, and that was great fun. And there's also Titan, which is a fireboat. And it'd be nice if they made the other vehicles in Fireman Sam in this range, but I dare say in the future maybe they will. I mean, these were released this year, so starting off with 4 or 5 isn't too bad, I suppose. I'm sure they'll create others if these are successful. So I'm collecting these just for collection purposes. I'm not collecting them to play with, sort of thing. So I'm keeping it in boxes. And again, with anything that's boxed, it'd be interesting to see how much it's worth in the future. A few minutes ago, I was talking about the uniforms. The uniforms changed colour. Basically, there was series 6, 7, and 8 of Fireman Sam, where the uniforms are like yellow colour. But in the 9th series, which is the one that's just aired, they've now become like mainly orange-red. They wear yellow life jackets, and they've been updated and upgraded with whistles and one thing and another, as you can see in this picture, which is a promotional image from series 9. Recently, I was asked if I had a favourite Fireman Sam model of the Ertl ones. Not the Ertl ones, sorry, the Diecast range. And it was a bit hard to say, really. I don't normally go for favourites, but I have been thinking about it, and I think, in all fairness, Venus here, which we talked about not long ago, is my most favourite one because of the detail. And also, another thing I noticed about Venus, I mean, you won't be able to see it as well as I can, but as you can probably see from this photo here that I'm just about to show you, Venus had a first aid box and fire extinguisher and that in the back. And that fire extinguisher, that's all in here, and so is the steering wheel. So they've gone to great detail actually inside the cab of Venus, which is really extraordinary. Yeah, and on this one, it's actually painted black. They've not gone to the detail of painting it the right sort of colours, like, for example, the Hornby Emily inside the cab, how they painted all the things the right colour, but all the details there. For just a little children's toy, I think the detail is absolutely superb on Venus, but I think they're all very good at detail models. I think the one thing that lets probably each one down, apart from Neptune, who spoke about is they've gone for the wrong sort of colour schemes on some of them. Like they've used like mustard yellow here, and obviously you know what I've said in the other ones. I said Ursula a few minutes ago by mistake. I did get confused. The reason is because I think this is in some ways the equivalent of Ertl. Ertl's obviously the Thomas Tank Engine range, and I collect those in boxes. And I mean, here I've got one of the lorries, so that's lorry 2. And if you sort of put it next to each other, sort of thing, they are sort of in scale with each other. And the same with James here, who I'm using. So there's my Ertl James, and in some ways, if you wanted to create like a layout, but with Ertls and diecasts, you could put these next to each other because I think they'd fit perfectly in scale with each other. So yeah, Venus is probably my favourite of all of them, if I had to be completely honest. But like I said, I recommend that you get all of the models. They're all really good. I've been enjoyed doing these reviews. So if you've got any questions on any of the models, and if I've not covered anything, then please feel free to ask. But like I said, you can. I saw these on the sale on the internet, like £8.99 each, and some were even a bit more expensive. And so this was only £6.99 in Osborne's in Rushden, so a lot cheaper for me. And it just goes to show that sometimes it's worth supporting your family businesses and your local shops, not the bigger corporate ones sometimes, because they do work out cheaper. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.